Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to the DaniCam. This is Danica McKellar, bringing you McKellar Motivational Monday again. Hey, everybody, come on in. Today we're going to talk about how to stop making bad choices. And this was inspired because we have the debates tonight here in the U.S., the first general election debate, presidential debate between the two people running for president. So I'm not going to talk too much about politics at all, I promise. But that just inspired the topic. I usually get inspired by what's happening in the day. If you think any of your friends or followers would enjoy talking about and listening to us talk about how to stop making bad choices in our lives, please take a moment to share. Hello, everyone. Talk faster. Thank you for that reminder. Old mantras. I will try to talk a little more at a reasonable rate. Thank you so much, Joel, Selena, Sunshine, A. Mills. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, NJA, The Ray of Light, Bobby Shantasu, Harlow. Thank you, Joel Barron. Thank you, Tap Jazz, Ms. Diana Sweet Hottie, Mark. My goodness, my Christmas movie will air November 19th on Hallmark Channel. Thank you, Styling Jess. Thank you, Alan and Teresa. I'm not sure if I'm going to share who I'm voting for. I might. JDL, thank you, John. I appreciate that very sweet comment. Thank you, KP Forever, SD Carter, and Daniel. So in a moment here, I'm going to invite our Facebook friends as well. Thank you, Mark Bogan and EMC. You ready for Christmas movies? Thank you, Genuine David. Hi, Sharon. All right, so let's go live with Facebook as well. Hello, everyone. Welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday. I am on with Periscope and Facebook Live at the same time. Thank you so much for tuning in to the DaniCam. Today, we are going to talk about how to stop making bad choices. And this topic was inspired by tonight's presidential debates, as we are going to be faced with a choice to make. But today, here at this broadcast right now, we're going to talk about ourselves, how to make good choices for ourselves. Yes, so oh, you're okay, great. Thank you. Hi, Daniel, and thank you, Hallmark. Yes, Danica for president. That's very funny. But that is not a choice right now. Why do we make bad choices? There are a few reasons, but making a choice comes down to two things. One, we make it out of fear, or two, we make it out of a place of joy and love. A lot of times, we make choices out of fear. And this is, again, for so many reasons. But our society does promote it. So when you see a sale, it'll be like, you know, sale, today only, get it while you can. And so it like, oh my gosh, I better buy that thing, or I'm not going to have a chance to buy it later. So that's, you know, feeding on our fears, our desperation, that sort of thing. And that can happen in all sorts of areas of life. We might pick a job because we're afraid we're not going to get a better one, or pick a relationship because we're afraid and I probably can't get anybody better, and these kinds of things. They're made out of negative places instead of considering all of our options. Well, maybe I don't have to be in a relationship right now. Maybe I have a lot of choices for what my job is, and I've just been thinking of this one very narrow set of options. So when we take a breath, slow down a minute, and we don't feel desperate, we're in a much better place to make those kinds of choices. Any kind of choices, really. Another issue with making choices, besides the fear versus love place, you know, where are you when you make that choice mentally and spiritually? The other thing is, a lot of times we don't realize that we're making a choice at all. We don't even realize we're making a choice. We don't think of it as making a choice. And usually that has to do with bad habits that we've fallen into. Whether it's diet, you know, we always eat the same food and it's not very good for us, but we don't really think about the fact that we're making a choice, or the choice not to exercise regularly. That happens to me sometimes when I'm just so busy and I just fall into this pattern of getting stuff done, and I don't take a moment to say, wait a minute, I need to make a healthier choice right now about my life and my lifestyle. Meditation's totally helpful for making good choices. If you haven't learned formally how to meditate, there are a lot of resources online. My mom is a meditation instructor. She does wonderful meditation periscopes on Tuesdays, Intentional Tuesdays. So that's tomorrow. But there are lots of ways to meditate. And what meditation does really is it calms down your brain. And you have a chance to make a choice from a more relaxed, reasonable place, as opposed to making choices out of fear. You need me on your shoulder every day telling you this stuff? Well, every week. And this stuff is helpful for me too. So anyway, yeah, so we have, oh, by the way, are there any yes, transcendental meditation is great. Are there any things that, oh, good, Marissa. Any ways of making good choices or struggles with choices that you'd like to share at this moment? I'm glad you're here to be here for us. I'm doing my best. I love connecting with you guys. Thank you, Margaret. My Christmas movie is called My Christmas Dream. It changed titles a few times. It's called My Christmas Dream. Yeah, what about the choice for the leader of our country? You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. I have to say I'm not a big fan of either of them. I'm really not. And I don't know. I don't know if I want to go into my feelings of jadedness and how I'm not even sure if it matters who's the president anymore, but we do have a choice, and rather than ignore that choice, we should be responsible citizens. And I'm going to watch the debate. I'm not sure if I'll watch it live because I'm not sure I want to expose my son to that during dinner time. But you need somebody to smack junk food out of your hand. Well, here's the thing, Jen. What I want you to do, and what I want you all to do when you're making choices in your life, again, take a moment. We'll talk about the debate in a second. When you're making that choice, at least acknowledge that you're making a choice. It will put you in a more powerful position. So if you're reaching for the junk food, don't ignore that you're doing it and just eat it, because we all do that sometimes. That's not the better way to do it. If you're going to eat it, at least say, I'm making the choice to eat this junk food right now, even though I know it's bad for my body. And in just saying that, you're going to start training your brain to maybe think about it a little differently. And maybe you'll go ahead and eat that greasy hamburger or the chocolate cake or whatever it is that you just really want to have in that moment. Maybe it'll inspire you to exercise the next day or to do a juice cleanse or whatever it is, so that you're being out loud, and I'm talking about saying this out loud when you're by yourself is probably best, saying, I am making this choice right now, and here's my reason, because I just feel like it. I just feel like eating this bad thing right now. I know it's not good for me, and I'm doing it anyway. And then you are being more responsible, believe it or not. You're being more responsible because you're taking responsibility for it. And then that puts you in a position to be aware of it. And then the next day or the next hour, perhaps you'll feel like making a different kind of choice. You feel like chocolate cake, you'll have someone shove it in your face. I don't understand that one. It's funny. Oh, you know what I do though? Okay, so like my son had this amazing birthday cake 2 weeks ago, and we still had it in the fridge. And last night I was like, oh, I really need to get rid of this thing. And I had a couple bites, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. And I did what I always have to do when I'm eating something that's really bad for me, and I have to stop, but I just want to keep eating it. I take a bite, and while the bite is in my mouth, I can't have swallowed it yet. While it's in my mouth, I throw the rest in the trash. But you have to do it while you're still chewing, because if you swallow it and you're done, you'll take another bite. So you have to just throw it in the trash. You have to do it while you're chewing. Throw it in the trash. Yeah. Hi, Denny Jones. I can see a hair in the snack. Your sister pretends to see a hair in the snack so not to eat it. Interesting. Or just don't eat it at all, of course. But we don't always have that kind of self-control. So we're trying to be reasonable and realistic with ourselves as well. It is a wasted food, Diana, but think about this. If you have something that's really bad for you, is it better to eat it or throw it away? If it's going to do damage to you, isn't it better to throw it away? I mean, so it would be better to buy a candy bar and then throw it away than it would be to buy it and eat it. Think about that craziness, right? Weird, right? Anyway, the point is I look like Winnie Cooper. There's a very good reason for that, Nellie, and that is because I played Winnie Cooper for 6 years when I was a child. Pie, yes, I get it. Oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. What was I just talking about? Probably food and choices, I'm guessing. But there are a lot of other things that we make choices about, not just food. That's just one of those easy ones to talk about because it's an impulsive thing. And we can just, you have more self-control. Well, you've thrown away Cheetos. It was, dark chocolate can be good for you, absolutely. So, you can say, well, I'm having some dark chocolate because I've heard it has some health benefits. I am also aware that the sugar in it and the caffeine in it probably isn't the best thing for me, but everything in moderation. My grandmother used to say, you can get anything you want, just not too much. Wait, what were the words? Just don't overdo it. You can eat anything you want, just don't overdo it. Sometimes that just means eat a little bit. You're allergic to caffeine? I don't drink caffeine. I don't have caffeine. So buy things to throw them away? Probably not. I'm just saying it would make more sense or be healthier for your body if you bought a candy bar to throw it away than to buy it and eat it. That's all. It's just a crazy thing. So anyway, just briefly about the debates. I'm watching them tonight. Again, I might not watch them live because otherwise I'd have to have it on during dinner and my 6-year-old would have to watch these people. And I just don't know that it's going to be pleasant. I feel like watching the debates is going to be one of the more unpleasant things I've had to do this month. But I feel like it's my duty to do it because I want to be a conscious choice maker. I don't want to just blindly vote. And I am going to vote. You got to vote, you guys. When you think about what people have done to get our... to be in a position to live in this country and to have the vote, you got to exercise your rights. Just don't buy it. I almost bought a Kit Kat today, but knew it wasn't good. So, well, good job, Jen. That's exactly it. That moment right then. I know California has already decided, but I still want... It's just showing the universe that we are grateful. When you have something that you're grateful for, or that you should be grateful for, I really believe that if we exercise those rights, we're sending a message to the universe saying, yes, and more, thank you. We're not ignoring it. And I think that stuff makes a difference. It's kind of like karma. You can't really put your finger on it, but I really do believe it makes a difference. Bad energy watching the debate, Steve, that's a really good point. I know I don't think I'm undecided in my vote. No, I don't believe so. But I still feel like I should watch it. I've been ignoring the news, you guys. I've been ignoring it because it's so infantile. I can barely stand it. But yes. But I should watch it because maybe my mind will be changed. I don't know. I don't know that for sure. I doubt it. But I should watch. I don't like it when people don't allow for their minds to be changed. I think that as crazy as some things might be, that at least keep an open mind. And then you could be like, you know what, I knew it, and I knew it. But at least let's just watch the debates. Let's just watch them, see what happens. Oh my God, I have had some really weird trolls that I haven't had a chance to delete because the comments are coming in so quickly. Yes, I am from California. Debate might be entertaining. That is true, Harlow. I think it's going to be entertaining, but in a way that just makes us so sad that these are our choices for president. Like, where it's just like, are you kidding me? I don't know. Dancer in the Stars. Watch that instead. I don't think they conflict. Oh, on the East Coast they might conflict. I think they do. That's funny. Yeah, it starts at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys so much. Make choices consciously. That's what I want you to take away from this. Make choices consciously. Know that you're making them and know why you're making them. Whether or not you think they're the best choice in the world, make it consciously. I'm eating this food even though it's bad for me because I really feel like it and I'll make up for it later. I know it's bad, but I know what I'm doing. My eyes are open. I'm staying in this relationship right now. The guy is not nice to me and I'm looking for the strength to get out of it. That kind of thing. Or if you're choosing your president, whatever it is, talk to yourself. Journal if you need to. If you need to figure out why you're making a choice that doesn't quite feel right. Meditate. Do what you need to make choices from a grounded place and then be aware of what those choices are. And I guarantee you, you will start making healthier choices. That's just the way it works. Because you know what? You're smart. You're smart. You're so smart that you're able to trick yourself into not knowing what you're doing. But you're also so smart that you can become more aware as well. Sorry, my phone just went off. Hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. Enjoy the debates. And maybe we'll even talk We Are Screwed. Let's just see what happens. The world's a crazy place. You never know what's going to happen. Let's watch the debates and see what happens. And you guys are awesome. Thank you. You are the D Squad. Thank you so much for watching the Danny Cam. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.